The Bitstorm, a comedy game design podcast by two guys who know nothing about comedy nor game design. I'm Trevor Scott, and with me as always is Ben Slinger for the lounge sessions.
The lounge sessions where we get fucking weird.
We're laughing because we just said something very inappropriate that is never going to be released to anyone.
Will not be going to air.
Or will it? No, it won't.
No.
Or will it? No.
What are we doing tonight, Trevor?
Just seeing you.
Oh. It's the Dave Grohl.
I just saw Dave Grohl, and it's literally just Ben.
I do get that a lot.
His beard is worse than yours.
Worse?
Yes.
In what way?
It's not as thick.
Oh, I see.
So it is worse.
I thought you were like, Ben, your beard's so horrible that David Grohl's even worse.
No. So we're gonna play some click pitch.
Yeah.
We each got a random word generator when we bring it up on our phones, and at the count of 3, 2, 1, click. We're going to get these words. We're going to throw them at each other verbally.
Yeah.
Not physically.
We'll save the physical altercations for off the air.
Yes.
Trevor and I aren't really friends. We're only on podcasts.
On podcasts. We fight.
Yeah.
We laugh as I
We're kind of like Penn and Teller.
Yeah, kind of like Penn and Teller but we actually talk.
Yeah.
Or
Which one's
both
Penn?
of us talk.
Who's Penn and who's Teller? I mean,
you're taller,
I'm
so you
taller.
go.
That's what I was about to say.
You're Penn, and you talk a lot more than I do.
Maybe. That's to be debated. But
I reckon we're at about, you talk 54% of the time.
Okay, yeah.
I talk 46% of the time.
Yeah, it's probably about that.
It's close.
yeah.
It's not Penn and Tenor close.
Penn and Tenor?
Penn and Tenor.
Penn and Tenor, the
Penn
off-brand. That's who plays at York and Lauderdale. Penn and Tenor. It's the cover band.
That'd be Pell and Tenor.
Pell and Tenor. The Penn and Teller cover band. All right.
This is us on 2 beers. It's
Lightweights these days. We're going to get these words. We're going to throw them at each other. Video games. 3, 2, 1, click.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, click. Hot dog.
Clinic.
You've got to get mustard on that hot dog stat.
12 cc's of ketchup.
That's a sickly looking hot dog.
You're like suturing up the split from having it boiling too long. I actually like this. I like this. It's a satirical, doctor clinic game.
Yeah.
And
it's all about
all hot dogs, or are there other like
I think it's all
barbecue food?
Sort of. I'm thinking sort of circusy, maybe theme parky sort of,
like theme parky kind of. Yeah, okay.
So you got corn dogs.
Because then corn dogs have actually like they're hot dogs that have had some sort of industrial accident. they're covered in breadcrumbs and batter. He fell in the batter vat. And then he fell in the breadcrumb vat. And then he fell in the hot oil. I don't know how it happened.
Then he fell into a kid's mouth.
Save my husband.
I like the idea of it being they've got to get the food right so they can sell.
Right. They're trying to make it resell. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They're trying to get it into a sellable condition. I love the idea because like hot dogs are essentially homogenous throughout. They're just like grafting bits, like they're grafting parts from one place to the other, transplant. Oh, okay, all right, we just got to make it look good on this end, so let's, we'll just flip it. We'll just put his ass where his head is.
Look, add more pigs' anuses.
Can I get another casing in here?
So in Australia, there is a real difference between a sausage and a hot dog.
Yeah.
So what we would call a sausage is
what others might call like a, I don't know what, because in when I was in Canada, like you couldn't get them really. No, that's not true. You'd get You get sausages, but a sausage would often be like spiced in some way,
Yeah.
or like a bigger, like a thicker, like a bratwurst.
A bratwurst sort of thing. These, I mean, as we've discussed multiple times, not for a very long time, what you were missing is those shitty $3 for 20 fucking sausages, Coles thin
In the before times, maybe.
barbecue sausages.
Yeah.
Which are just, they're pink, they're not very appetizing looking.
Yeah, they don't hold their shape. They're literally just
Meat tubes.
meat tubes, sausage
That you
meat
chuck on a
in
barbecue.
Tubes, chuck on the barbie, cook them up.
And the barbecue probably hasn't been cleaned in a long time.
Yeah, which
and
adds to the flavour.
And it adds to the flavour because, as we all know, it's like the ancestral flavour of all the sausages that have come before it.
Yeah, truly.
It's all fat.
Plus a bit of onions and,
Oh my god! So
I mean, I don't put onions on my sausage, to be clear, but what I'm saying is the taste is there on the grill.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I can taste when they did the butter mushrooms from a long time ago. I don't want them. But the garlic butter mushrooms have added to the flavour of that.
That's it. And look, someone cooked a veggie burger once where this sausage was cooked.
And it's now been tainted forever.
Yeah.
It's it's like still molecules of that there because it's like fucking the water thing.
Yeah, the water thing that I can't think of either.
Starts with H.
What the hell? I think our brains are just too in sync tonight. Homeopathic.
Yes.
So homeopathic veggie burgers.
But the thing is, we know that it exists for barbecues. So have we just worked out that we've actually just proved homeopathic does exist, but it's only on barbecues?
I mean, I don't think we can rule out other surfaces.
But it's definitely true for barbecues, but not true for water.
Barbecues.
And I refuse to say that it will ever be true for water because otherwise every single drink of water that you have is just shit.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because there has been shit in every single bit of water out
And look,
and it is fucking potent
And
now.
to prove that, right, if you cooked a shit on a barbecue,
you would never want to use that barbecue
never
again.
want to use the barbecue no matter how much you cleaned it.
Exactly.
And how many other things have been cooked on it. You would always taste that little bit of shit.
That shit log rather than the meat log.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a vegetarian. It wasn't a veggie shit.
Maybe it was from a vegetarian,
I mean, potentially.
but still, it's a meat
I don't
shit.
know. That's an interesting question. Is shit from a vegetarian vegetarian? It's definitely not vegan.
No, definitely
It's an
not.
animal
'Cause
product.
It's an animal product. But is it vegetarian? And how much,
Does it help if you can see the corn? We have gone way fucking off track for whatever this game was.
so it is sort of like a 2 points hospital, but for
Okay.
but for food.
Yeah. So you're sort of managing the hospital. You got to have your surgeons and stuff available.
And it's literally, I think it's behind the scenes. It's like, serving is still happening, and it's all about.
Oh, so you kind of got both happenings, and you're sort of managing, the front of house.
Front of house is like, we don't have any hot dogs available at the moment. It's like, we're going to get this one through surgery. Like, it's split.
There's 2 orders for hot dogs coming in. We got to make this one look pretty.
Oh no, the bread is, the bread roll has been,
The bun
had the spike come all the way through. We need to seal it up.
just sew up one end.
So it turns more into a sheath.
I like to think of it as a hot dog fleshlight. 3-2-1 click. This is going nowhere. Window.
Ignite.
Ooh.
I like the idea of a fire starting from
Okay.
sunlight
Yep.
streaming through a window, and it magnifies down onto old newspapers.
Yep.
I'm thinking a hoarder's house.
Okay. and you play a cockroach
Okay.
in the house,
Okay.
escaping a fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's sort of one of these zoomed in. It's, a bit of It Takes Two.
How does time work
esque
for small characters? Does it go at a much slower timescale?
Yeah, everything larger than them is slow. Like it's like how, a fly can move so fast and get out of the way because to you, to it, you're slow. So yes, I think the fire is
So the fire is slow.
Yeah.
Oh, I really like the idea of it sort of starts out and the whole game takes over this 20-minute period. But it's like it starts off and then you start seeing the smoke rising at one point. And it's like then, the fires start licking up.
Some
and
flames,
it's just slowly starting to lick and
slow motion fire is cool. Get that as an effect.
I like the idea of you're trying to rally the other troops to sort of head out with you, like your family members, whatever. You're talking with some rats in the walls and all this sort of stuff. Like,
that to them it's like a big evacuation that takes place over days their time. But but this is just it's sort of a single event. Otherwise. I do like that kind of the community of the creatures that live in this house and exploring the different characters and relationships there in the shadow of this disaster. It's basically like a disaster movie then, in a sense.
I like the idea that you've got someone that they always they don't want to be around because they're really scary, and it's
like a spider. Yeah,
and they think that he's going to come down and eat them, but in reality,
it's one of these situations where they're scared of him, they're intimidated by him or her probably, and it's spiders. But she's just a bit of a hermit and a bit of a
misunderstood. Messy web, and I'm thinking it's 100% like one of those black house spiders. Messy web, like shit everywhere.
Yeah, just like corpses
sort of thing
of the flies and things that that she's eaten, and like that was some of that fly's friends are still here.
There's just something about her coming out when she just comes out and goes, get away from my lawn. And all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. She just wants to be left alone. And so there's a big whole thing of like, should we tell Janet about, should we make sure Janet's okay? And everyone's like, no, like she doesn't care about anything. She doesn't care about us, whatever. We don't have to care about her. But then I feel like there's a moment then where like Janet comes and saves someone or something, right? Like where they're about to get crushed by
she uses a web to basically
a fucking old record casing. It's for they're slowly falling. All the records are slowly falling over, and the web like shoots out and grabs someone out of the way to save them or something, like some cockroach baby.
And I'm like, wow, it's so good. And they all walk away. She just eats the head.
She just takes the head off it. But it's a cockroach, so it doesn't matter. It still survives. Those things are invincible.
It's like, we saw that, Janet. We still hate you.
I just kind of love that idea of the whole cockroaches are invincible thing. So she just keeps taking bites out of them, and they just like grow back a limb or something slowly. It's like, that hurts, Janet. Stop. You know how much it hurts to regrow.
They're all Deadpool.
It's kind of like what's his name in Men in Black. When he gets his head shot off.
Yeah.
just grows back.
I was almost thinking that one of the cockroaches, the one that you played most likely, isn't invincible. They've got like a genetic problem that
Yes, they're mortal. they've got the genetic deformity that they're mortal.
yeah. And they found that because one of their legs are gone.
Yeah, 5-legged cockroach as your main character is cool.
Even
And look, it's
four-legged.
only one of the middle. It's only one of the
even
middle
four-legged.
ones.
I like the idea that they're kind of just walking around on their
4.5.
a stump, sort of.
Yeah, that's
waving
it.
out the
They've
side.
just got a stump there where like a human's chest would be on the side there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that actually. And they've been like babied their whole life, like their mum, their parents.
But
I like they figured out
so
at
what
a young
happened
age.
recently is mum had got her head eaten, and so she's all young again.
That's what happens. Yeah, it just grows back young.
She's like, speaking all young teen.
Yeah, Valley Girl.
It's like,
So like, son, what do you think we should do?
sorry, my personality's changed, but
But that's what happens when you lose a brain and you have to rely on the other brain in your butt for a few days while your head grows back.
this is my backup.
That's my butt brain.
It hasn't been backed up since I was a kid.
Yeah, don't neglect backing up your brain to your butt brain.
The dad had the same thing happen, but he's just an old man sort of thing. Like,
Because he's much more diligent with his backups. and you've got a sister who has 8 legs. Like they actually, their legs were taken off and 2 grew back in their spot. They're like the opposite of you. They like
twins. They were twins, and she got.
they were twins, and one of them just got completely decimated and grew out of the other one.
Well, I just love the idea that she's got hyper everything.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
actually got 2 butt brains. So
So whenever
you don't have a
her-
butt brain.
whenever
This is
her
the
head-
thing. The whole thing is that you don't have a butt brain.
Oh right, yeah. So that's essentially your sort of you've got your backup.
She's got yours because you were Siamese twins or something like that. Like I like that idea.
Yeah. You were in the womb at the same time, or whatever a fucking cockroach
Eggs
has.
or whatever
I
the
guess
fuck.
the eggs. And yeah, you didn't fully separate as cleanly as most twins should, and so she got your butt brain, and also some of your ability to like regenerate. Yeah.
So you got none of that ability, but it's like we don't have to explain any of that because it's like everyone knows about butt brains.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the sort of thing.
It's just like the human dick brain. Like,
yeah, but it needs blood.
All guys.
When it needs blood, it rushes down to the dick brain.
and then takes over.
Yeah, for the rest of your life, and then if you're lucky, your regular brain gets a little,
Just a little bit.
single veins worth.
A single veins worth of blood.
Yeah.
And it just does puns and memes.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just dick.
Other than that, it's all dick driven. All right, 3 to 1.
3 to 1 click. Ticket.
Constellation.
Do you like
I get
a
one ticket to
constellation?
Aries, please.
Do you like a constellation? I kind of like it in a planetarium or something like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Oh, a planetarium. Yeah.
There's something about a planetarium that just...
Ooh, I feel like there's a puzzle or deductive game here,
Yeah.
actually. Because I just pictured like looking up a planetarium and like figuring things out in the stars in some way.
I kind of almost think that it's sort of like a Da Vinci Code sort of thing as well.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's sort of a bit of an adventure that takes place around this planetarium. And
so I'm thinking like Galileo, Da Vinci.
The planetarium plays a big part in the puzzles, but you've got a whole thing around like the people who work there and finding stuff out about the museum it's attached to or whatever.
And it's like, in the museum, like they've got, a visiting exhibit from Italy that is, the works of
Da Vinci or something.
Da Vinci or something like that. And as you're looking through some of the stuff, because, you happen to be, a scientist there, you have access to this stuff, something falls out. And it's like, it happens to match up with like a constellation that someone has just pointed out like that morning or something like that. And it's like, you turn it and it's like, it's an exact, like the points on this thing happen to match up exactly with that constellation that, someone's going, hey, look, this is like some dude, blah, blah, blah. And it's like this section of it.
Yeah. Or you have a bit of a thing of like it doesn't quite match up, but then you look at the date and it's like 300 years ago or whatever. They've shifted slightly in that time, but you've got the planetarium. Like you can switch it back. You can roll it back to see what it was like at that time. I mean, that could be a big part in the finding of the clues. It's like, okay, there are dates involved here for particular.
One of the dates that they point at is in the future, like well into the future. That there's no way they could have tracked it back then.
Yeah,
and I know it's sort of feeling like the thing that you uncover towards the end, like, is that
Da Vinci was a time traveler.
Well, either Da Vinci or Galileo, whoever the hell is more
Da Vinci's twin sister, Da Vinci.
Da Vinci, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Leonarda
Da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci.
They were able to...
Actually, funnily enough, Leonardo da Vinci.
I mean, I'm calling this episode Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci, yeah, or whatever.
I'm not going to call it Da Vinci.
Oh, that was her name. How dare you?
We laughed at Da Vinci.
It's fine.
She had some sort of technology that she could, or some sort of thing that she could see exactly how the sky was going to look in the future and predicted and all this sort of stuff. And there's one date that you end up going to Italy or something like that, finding something about this thing, and the date that she keeps on writing about. You connect this technology that up to the planetarium, and you go to that date, and that's when there's no stars in the sky anymore.
Oh.
And it's sort of like she was saying...
I thought it was you were going to go to that date and the stars shift and line up and they read, "Hi, Dave." And that's your name. And it's actually that she's a time traveler who, I don't know.
I know there's something about having an unknowable mystery.
For sure, yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
And, you sort of worked out part of it, but it's like, what does this mean? Like...
Yeah, well...
This is 3 years away.
Yeah. Well, I very much like the idea of almost having Leonarda as your companion through this, but through finding her work and
her work and her...
It's like, and you come across another one, and then it's almost like you've got sort of your companion in the past. She was finding out things at the same rate as you are, kind of thing, but you're using her work to, there's sort of, it's not kind of back and forth, obviously, but every time you find a new journal entry that she's written or whatever, it's like helping you.
You almost get to play her section back then of...
Potentially, or even if it's just like a little...
This could
cutscene sort of thing. But
this could very much be like an Enola Holmes sort of thing where you know, she's in the shadow of a big brother.
Oh yeah, totally. Leonardo just took all the credit for a bunch of stuff. Like, it's not like he was stupid. But I mean, he's the one who even got to be a Ninja Turtle and all this.
It's just he puts a blue mask on.
He's just interested in
two fucking swords down.
In sword fighting and skateboarding. He's just like, all right, Leonardo, you got my homework. Sweet, dude.
I'm going to go get some pizza. I'm going to go get some Sa.
It's Italy. It's Italy. Oh, I fucking love that. I love portraying Leonardo da Vinci as essentially...
He's just a fucking turtle.
No, I don't think you make him a turtle, but you play as much into that as possible. To the point that, like, he's in... The only invention that he's proud of, like, all of the fucking flying machines and everything, that was all Leonardo. The only thing he's proud of, he's like, look, I built a personal shield and it's like a shell. Just made out of wood and paper mache and shit. He thinks he's going to go fight crime.
And then, okay, one of the last things that you find out is, because you don't, I think it's a first-person view.
Okay.
You don't see until the end that Leonardo is literally the face of the Mona Lisa. So,
okay. Yeah. And it was a self-portrait.
Yes.
Even that was Leonardo.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
Again, I think they were twins. There's something about that I really love the idea that they were twins.
Yeah.
They but again, she got all the brains.
She got all the brains.
He got all the brawn.
Skateboarding ability.
And the ability to crush some Tsar. Like, crush copious amounts of Tsar.
Oh, my God. He's the one who invented putting pepperoni on pizza.
Oh, 100%.
That was his contribution.
Yep. Let's go one quick one.
Yeah. Hemisphere.
Collar.
Okay. I had an image of, like, the Earth being walked like a dog, which I don't know if that's anything. The Earth being Jupiter's pet.
Yeah, but I can imagine half the world being a penal colony.
Ooh, that's where the collar comes in.
That, half the world.
Yeah, just like they sent convicts to Australia, it's just they've just expanded upward. It's like anything south of the equator, prisoners.
Yeah, as far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to keep them under lock and key because it's just they've got a collar, and if they misbehave,
if they go over the equator, like it's a single line. I mean, it's not that easy unless you're on certain continents. But
there's something about that sort of rings as though this was the only way to ensure mankind's survival and take us into this new.
Yeah, I mean,
this new frontier is to weed out all the bad actors, and they.
I mean, and whenever you have that sort of authoritarian kind of thing, it's always going to come down to, okay, well, who decides who the bad actors are?
Yeah.
Where is that coming from? And then, yeah, I mean, I think you play someone initially in the good hemisphere, the legal hemisphere, and you've bought all the bullshit. You're just like, yep,
100%.
This had to be done for mankind's survival. Like, it doesn't feel good.
You're part of that family. I just, you're really buying into it because it's like, it's your family who have actually set this up, and your
right. The warden
your great
family.
uncle is the current leader of the free world.
Your name's Jim Warden of the Warden family. But something happens, obviously, and you get sent there.
Well, your dad disappeared many years ago. When you start looking into it, it's like find out that he's actually still alive. He's in the Southern Hemisphere and he's got a collar, and because he's, his brother.
Because he was essentially a political enemy that got sent there, which is supposed to be the rhetoric is only the bad people go there, and like they can't be changed. And if you're good, you're good, and if you're bad, you're bad. Except
they don't talk about the many children that all the people down there that have had, and
I mean, this is classic, just Nazism, essentially fascism, in a big way, and casting people as less than human, essentially.
And I think you said cast, and I immediately thought of cast with an E.
Caste systems, yeah.
Yeah. And started thinking
essentially
that feels like the sort of thing that would come back.
I mean, we essentially already have it in a lot of ways. It's maybe not official, but there's definitely differing levels of humanity that certain people consider people to have based on their birth or their place that they live or their economic status or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think as so many of these games are, it's a good satire and take on the actual reality of things taken to the nth degree. But yeah, you go there, it's very Mad Max-ish.
Mm-hmm.
It's the wilds, the outer wilds. Oh wait, that's been done.
So that's all the time that we have for tonight.
Yep, I think we'll leave it there. So thank you for joining us. If you'd like to find our previous episodes online, you can go to bitstormcast.com. Also check out bitstorm.games for our gaming projects and such.
Yeah. If you like the song that we play at the start and end of each episode, that song is actually a lot longer. And it's called Mount Defiance, and it's on the album Containment Failure by the band Dust. I was talking with my wife the other day, and she didn't realise that we actually did a cover of the song Overkill. And that never got released on the album, but...
It did not. I don't think we ever put it up anywhere.
I have a feeling we actually put it at the end of one of the podcast episodes at some stage.
Oh, we may have. I think I definitely have a copy of it somewhere, as long as I haven't lost it.
Yeah. I do have a copy of it somewhere. I don't know where my iPod is at the moment. Because it's on my iPod.
Yep.
But it's not on my iPod to play. It's on my iPod as a hard drive.
Fair enough. But anyway, yeah, check that out.
So check that out at kuridos.bandcamp.com. But it's like, there are still songs out there that maybe people haven't heard that we've done.
Definitely.
So maybe one day we'll put it up somewhere.
Maybe. So anyway, thank you again for joining us this week on Bitstorm. I'm Ben Slinger.
I'm Trevor Scott.
Quick, we've got a hot dog here with third-degree burns. Oh, wait, that actually smells really good.
Oh, yeah.